Welcome to the Money Watch Show. It's Thursday, January 4th, and we are starting the year strong. We are helping you really lay out the best options for you as you think about the year ahead. And this can happen at any point, I know, but it's a particularly prescient time to start thinking ahead. New Year's, turning the calendar over, it is a good prompt. So if you want to join us, you want to put a situation in front of us, just go to JillOnMoney.com and click the Contact Us button. We'll do everything else. Right now, we're talking to Ed, who's on the line from New York.
Good to meet you guys. So I have a big birthday coming up at the end of the week. I'm 39, turning the big 40. And I've never really talked to anyone about savings and retirement. I think we've done a really good job, but I've never actually talked to anyone about it.
I feel very honored that you're doing that with us. So have you listened to the show for a while, or like how do you know us?
I've heard you over the years on radio, TV, and then I'm just interested in investing. So I found your podcast and I listen to it, almost every week.
Oh, that's awesome. So Ed, are you feeling anxious about 40 or not?
No, I feel like, to be quite honest, I feel like I crushed the 30s.
Yeah, tell us how. What happened?
So it started off, I married my wife, who was like unbelievable. Best thing to ever happen to me. Right at 29 and a half-ish, we bought our first home, and the market was not great at the time. It was 2013. So we basically stole the house. I feel like we did.
Yeah.
And then about 2015, my career, kind of exploded. I'm in e-commerce, and I'm specifically in the Amazon space. And the pandemic hit, and that really went crazy. So my business went from 0 to 100.
Well, I don't get it. What do you do? What do you do? When you say e-commerce space, do you sell stuff on Amazon?
Yes. So I help brands advertise on Amazon, and I do everything in between. I do their accounting, their operations, basically the whole thing. And I have a profit share in a couple of the products that I manage, and the sales, like I said, went nuts in 2020, 2021, 2022.
So let's talk about...
the last couple of years have been very good for me.
Let's talk about is this a more normal year that we're finishing up?
It is. It's still a bit inflated, but I think next year will be more on par with what we're going to be doing.
What do you think that'll be? Just give us a number so we can kind of start seeing what's what.
A household income would be between 300 to 400,000. Again, it's tough to say because I know it's a wide range.
Yeah.
But the profit share is a big part of that. Okay,
that's great. And is your wife in the business with you?
She is, and she also has a full-time job on this side.
What? Her side hustle is her full-time job. I love that.
Correct. Yeah.
How old is she?
She is 37.
You guys have kids?
We do. We have 2 kids, 3 and 1, and 1 on the way due in April.
Oh my God. God.
I know.
You're amazing.
We love it. We absolutely love it.
All right. And that's it, or what?
That's it. That's it.
You don't want a basketball team?
I do not.
Okay, just checking. So what have you done with all this money that you crushed in your 30s? What's happened to it? So you've got a house that you bought in 2013. What's it worth now?
Correct. It's worth between $600,000 and $625,000, and it's paid off.
Oh my God. Okay. What else did you do with it besides pay off the mortgage? What else? How have you saved money?
Okay, so we have a lot going on. So we have retirement accounts. We have about 405,000 in SEP IRAs, 85,000 in traditional IRAs, 150,000 in Roth IRAs, and my wife has 66,000 in a 401k.
Okay, got it. What about non-retirement assets?
So we also have a brokerage account that we consider retirement, which is 688,000, and that's in 100% stocks.
Oh, nice. And do you mean stocks or index funds?
No,
or
Betterment. So that's where we put all of it, all our stuff.
What about money in the bank?
So in cash, we have 400,000.
Holy smokes. What are you doing with 400 grand? You got something to do? Like something happening?
No, I mean, I don't know how much more I can put in stocks. I mean, I don't know, like we have enough there.
Okay.
And by the way, so I didn't finish with the brokerage stuff.
Okay, keep going.
So we have an individual stock account with about 225,000.
And you're just finding that. Are you doing like this? Like, how are you picking those stocks?
My wife is just amazing at it. I don't know. She picked Tesla, Amazon. There's no like research behind it, unfortunately, but she seems to have like the hot hand.
All right. Have her keep rolling those dice at the table then. I like that.
And then we also have a couple other accounts. Let me look. It's 88,000 in a Franklin account and 74,000 in an Invesco account, and that's all like mutual funds and high income funds.
Why do you have that?
My wife actually had that from her family. I don't really know too much about those accounts, to be quite honest.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like that, like maybe her family might have gifted her some shares a while back.
Correct.
Okay. Do you guys have 529 accounts for the kids yet?
We do. So the 3-year-old has about 20,000 in his, and the 1-year-old has about 16 in his.
How are you feeling about like doing some mega funding on that 529?
I feel okay about it. I don't mind helping them pay for college in the future out of like income or dividends on the investment accounts. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know what to do in that regard.
What do you think, Mark? I'm ready to put some of that cash to work in those 529 plans.
Yeah, and I'm also looking at the original email, and I see he's got some rental income each month.
Oh, wait, you have another property?
Oh, yeah, we have another house. I'm sorry. So,
whoops.
A rental. So we bought a rental in 2021, and there's about 250 grand of equity in that, and the cash flow is about $1,800 a month.
Wow. Holy
we got
smokes.
lucky on that one too. I've had a lot of luck. Like I said, the 30s were really good for me.
All right. Well, it's only downhill from here, so let's make sure we don't squander it.
I know.
I mean, Jesus. If you want to prioritize kind of like what you're thinking about when you're looking ahead, what is it that's important for you guys?
Career-wise, I don't really want to go back to an office or like burn out in a career. I've done well to this point, and I like spending time with the kids. Obviously, I have to work, but like I'd like to coach and like be around. I don't want to be not there. So career-wise, I'm not looking to make a lot in the future. Like I want to make money, but I don't need to be like a director or a vice president or whatever it is. So that's kind of what I'm prioritizing at this point, is having a job, but not spending too much time with it.
So if you look at that, when you first said to me 300 to 400 grand, right, in terms of income, do you guys think you could live just fine on 250 combined, and so that you could pull back a little bit?
100%.
Okay. Do you know like what you actually spend in terms of like various expenses, like not going crazy. You don't have to detail, but about what you think you spend on a monthly basis?
Yeah, probably about $6,500 a month. About that. That's the daycare, which will go away. Yeah, we don't spend a lot. We don't go out to eat. We're not extravagant. And right now the kids are so small that like we can't do a lot. So that could change in the future. But right now, we don't spend a ton.
So, I mean, you're completely self-employed. Your wife has a full-time job. How do you get health benefits? Through her job?
Through her job, correct.
Okay. Does she like that job? Is that something she wants to keep doing?
Yeah, she's good at it, so she'll keep doing that for sure.
So that's not something we don't have to worry about.
Could you work less at your current job if you wanted to?
My job right now is amazing, so I like what I'm doing. It's just, the pandemic boom is over, and eventually I know that the clients I have, things will change. So when they do change, do I want to go back in-house and work at a company? Do I want to try and keep consulting? I also teach guitar, which I didn't even discuss. So do I want to try and do that? There's a number of things that I've been thinking about. So,
but if we really look at what is your wife's full-time income that she earns from her real job?
So with her bonus, she makes about 100 grand. And I do anticipate that going up because she broke into this industry just, I think, in 2020. So she really is in her career infancy. So I do expect her to make more over time.
But even if, just that, let's say that she makes 100, and even if you were to say, all right, I'm not going to make 200 anymore, I'm going to make 100, you yourself are going to make 100. You guys living on 200 grand, I think you're fine, and you're still saving.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, I think the brokerage account stuff, I don't think we need to save there anymore. I think I just want to save in retirement, and then everything else can literally go to having fun and to the kids.
Yeah, absolutely. The rental, what's your game plan on that? You want to keep that? It's just rolling in?
Keep it.
Is it working?
Keep it forever.
Okay, keep it forever.
It's working.
All right.
Yeah.
And
I'm good at dealing with the people there and the maintenance and stuff, so I don't mind that.
So it's nearby. That's good.
It's very close, yes.
Why don't you want to save in the brokerage account anymore? I mean, it sounds like you want some options and flexibility in the future. Wouldn't
I feel like I'm saving too much almost. You know what I mean?
I mean, is there such a thing?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
I can't force you to.
Think?
Can you have more fun? I mean, you sound like extremely happy in your life. It
Very
sounds
happy.
like that there's nothing. I'll tell you what, that cash account is driving me crazy. That 400 grand in cash, that's driving me nuts. So
But it is earning, 4.75%.
today.
I know that will change.
Right,
I know.
Right.
400 grand is way beyond what they need for an emergency reserve.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, maybe keep some extra in there because they have the rental property if something goes wrong with that, but it's still more than they need.
Well, wait a second. Next year, the gift exclusion goes to 18 grand. Okay, you could put in 36. I mean, well, this year it's 17, but you can put in 17 times 2 into each account, right? So you can put your 34 grand in this year into the 3-year-olds, 34 grand in the 1-year-olds. The baby is due next. You need a social to actually.
Oh,
put
he could
money.
open it now if he wanted to.
You could
open it in your name and then transfer it to the baby.
And whatever.
Oh,
Let's wait.
interesting.
Whatever. If you want to do that, you don't even have to. You can just wait till the baby's born. Then next year you do 36, 36, 36. I've just burned through a whole bunch of your money.
Yeah, how does he feel about that?
How do you feel about that? Like 140. I got 175 grand that we've just put into 529 plans. How do you feel?
I'm okay with that. I mean, some of that 400 grand is going to go into some SEP contributions from this year.
How much?
So
56
probably
or something? Like is that
50 to 60? I would say.
okay?
Yes.
So there's now 350 left in there, and then half of it goes to the kids, to the 529. Okay, the other half, I tell you the truth, I would be fine if you put some of it. I mean, maybe you keep some of it in cash, but how about in the brokerage account? Why don't you buy a little bond ETF? Why not buy like a 10-year treasury?
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Actually, I do kind of like that.
But by the way, your retirement contributions, you're doing pre-tax?
The retirement contributions
SEP?
are pre-tax. Yes,
See,
correct.
there's no way I would do a pre-tax contribution to a SEP versus a brokerage account. Well, I mean, I don't get the logic there.
Well, because he's in a high tax state. That's why.
I understand that, but I still wouldn't prevent me from making that decision.
So here's the math. Okay, the math is I suck it up and I'm paying tax. And let me just look at something. So you guys are in the 24% tax bracket, basically. Sometimes you're in 32. But if your income goes down into the 24%, okay, pay the tax that's due on that. You guys are going to get hammered, not just with RMDs, but let's be honest. Where do we think tax rates are going in the future? For real.
Oh, they're definitely going up.
Right. So let's lock in 24.
Okay.
I'm going to say this
Okay.
is your last year you're allowed to do pre-tax, and then I'll let you off the hook.
I think you'll be glad down the road.
I know. I think
Okay.
you will too.
Okay.
All right.
So what about the 401k at work with my wife? Should she keep contributing to that?
She have a match?
She does have a match.
Well, definitely up to the match.
Yeah,
Okay,
I would
and
probably
then-
still do that. And I'm guessing there's probably a Roth option with that.
I don't know. I'd have to ask.
Yeah, I would check that out. If there's a Roth option,
Okay.
I would take advantage of it. Again, I just think, 20, 25 years from now, it's going to be nice to know, you have this big pot of pre-tax money, because that 700 grand, it's going to be well over, probably close to $2 million bucks, maybe more. And then it's going to, then you're going to have a pot of post-tax Roth money where what you see is what you get. And you're not going to be forced to take that money out.
That's the beauty of it. And it'll give you a lot of flexibility. I love that brokerage account. I think it's like, there's your flexibility. Yeah. It's great. It's great.
Okay, well, that's good to know.
Now, the only thing is the brokerage account, you're in the Betterment account, they do tax loss harvesting. But it sounds like your wife's such a freaking Warren Buffett that she has only gains in that account. Is that right?
She does have a lot of gains in that account, yeah.
Are there any losses at all?
There are a couple small losses.
No, just
yes.
take those.
Of course, it's on the stocks that I picked.
Oh, my God. She's going to hammer you on that. That's so good. That's so good.
I mean, overall, man, you are just
Killing it.
kicking butt.
See, he's crushed his 30s. Let me ask
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Let's see how much he's crushed it. Do you have wills?
We do not have.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, I got $1 million. I got $2 million, and I don't have a will.
And a bunch of infants running around.
2 kids, one on the way.
I know.
Are you insane? Okay. Come on, man.
we that's in the plans.
Make that high on the list. That goes number 1. Really.
Okay.
Your poor wife. What about life insurance? Do you have any or not?
We do have life insurance. Yeah, $750,000.
Okay.
Which is not a ton, I know, but I feel like we have enough where if something were to happen. Yeah.
Do you have disability insurance because you're self-employed?
Yes.
That's expensive. What about family members? Do you have like bust out siblings you have to take care of because you're the successful one?
No, actually, we don't. My brother is on his own doing great.
Can't be doing better than you.
No, this man is crushing it. The 40-year-old millionaire. It's amazing. If you would like to come on the program, all you need to do is go to JillOnMoney.com, click the Contact Us button. While you're on the website, don't forget, all of our content lives there. My book is there. The free weekly newsletter is there. Our Jill on Money live subscription service is there. Everything is there for you. So don't forget to check it all out. Just bookmark the site. You're going to come back. Mark Talercio is the co-host and executive producer of the program. We are distributed by Paramount Global. We drop our episodes every Tuesday and Thursday. Put your hands metaphorically on someone's back. Change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you next week.